Here with returning center fielder Skyler Valentine. Welcome back for 2017.
Thank you.
Good to have you back. Lots of memorable things about your being here last year. Some of the plays you made in the field were outstanding, to say the least. Sports Center kind of material. You had a really good batting average. You created chaos when you were on the bases. Let's talk about, we'll take those all one at a time, I suppose. You're in playing center field, especially depending on the ballpark. You have a lot of responsibility. It seemed like you enjoyed that.
I did. I think center field is good for me, but like Coach Brun says, he might move me around a little bit, but I think the versatility is a perk that I can bring to the table.
And of course, speed's all a part of that. There may be some kids watching or listening. Talk to them about what it is that you do, as far as the way you train. Some of it's you. You were somewhat blessed with the speed, but what other things do you do to keep that up?
Back when we were in San Antonio, we would just do like sprints every once in a while, and just to keep up your endurance and those quick fibers going. And I guess just doing that every once in a while helps with the quick burst, and being able to steal bases is always a plus when it comes to baseball.
Yeah, you talked about endurance, and that's one of the things I think that settled in for a number of players last year. You guys put in a long schedule at college, and then you come here and you got 50 more games in front of you. You do get some days off, but not that many. What's it like by the end of the season?
I guess you could say your body's pretty worn out, but at the same time, it's enjoyable to go out there and play what you want to, like the game you love, and when you're winning, it's even more enjoyable.
Hitting. One of the things that was very impressive is if someone would look at you and just judge you based on your physique, they'd say fast guy, can hit the ball, any number of other things. Wouldn't necessarily say hit the ball with power. And you're able to do that. Talk about how that developed for you, how you got that power.
Well, I guess growing up, my dad always used to say, like, if you play like Craig Biggio, which was my idol back when I was growing up, which is a little guy, but he has power and he has good contact. If you look at Altuve now, he has a lot of power, and he's, 5'6", 5'7".
Right.
The attribute does come in handy, but at the same time, you got to learn what kind of player you are and play with that type of skill that you have. But when it comes to power, I guess I was blessed and with a little bit of juice behind me. So.
Yeah. One of the things about playing center field, especially in ballparks where it's not necessarily governed as to the kind of lighting you have out there in the field. What's it like? Each place you play is a little bit different. It's got to be tough because center field ends up being the dark one, because the light standards point at left and right, and sometimes center doesn't get covered that well. I think it's pretty good here at Jamestown, but talk about that's another aspect of the game if you're playing center field that really taxes you.
Yeah. I guess playing at different ballparks, I guess, really tests what you can cover. Some ballparks are deeper than others, some are wider than others, some are shorter than others, but at the end of the day, you got to take the right reads at the right time, and that's what makes baseball players.
Talk about your youth baseball days, Little League, whatever.
Yeah, I guess growing up, my dad always expected the best out of me, and so did my mom, and I guess that pushed me to be who I am today. But I guess for the kids out there, I would say do what you love to do and don't let anybody else hold you back from doing that. And if you work hard, I guarantee you there's someone out there watching, and you might get a shot at something, whether it's JUCO or Division I baseball. It's still baseball.
What's your best memory of your days in youth baseball?
Shoot. I guess hitting 3 home runs in one game.
That's good.
I guess that one comes to mind. I guess that's it.
Win some championships
Yeah.
in youth league?
I guess going to state and high school was pretty fun, even though we didn't come out on top. That was something that I always remember.
Um, One thing, I don't know if you want to talk about it or not. Your dad told me about, the one ailment that you had, and to hear him tell the story, and this was after I watched you play for a whole season. Not only I was impressed to begin with, but this just added another layer on top of it. Talk about what that particular part of your life was like.
The blood clot.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess it was a tough time. I guess not expecting what was going to happen, whether or not I'm going to play baseball anymore or not.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but the doctors in Dallas did a great job and got me on the field as quickly as possible and got me the ability to play for the end of my senior season. And it was really great because that's whenever we went to state, and that was something I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
Anything you have to do to make sure you don't have problems in the future?
I guess it should be precautionary. I know that my risk of having a blood clot later in life will be greater, but I guess until then, I'm going to live my life as well as I can live it every day that God gives me a chance to.
All right. Well, great to have you back. Good luck
Thank
this
you.
year.
Good to be back. Thank you.
All right, thanks.